Everybody was saying Ava Combs, Ava Combs, Ava Combs. Where's the girl Ava Combs that popped out, the one that Diddy had adopted? You know,
He adopted this little 11-year-old girl, right? So apparently her family was struggling on the streets, and he did like a live little feed with her, like a little
Now, Diddy said he adopted her, but now everybody's saying this was a skit. Here's the back.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all pay. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just
everybody was saying Ava Combs, Ava Combs, Ava Combs. Where's the girl Ava Combs that popped out, the one that Diddy had adopted? You know, the Caucasian little girl that Diddy used to be posting on live and all that. Everybody want to know where she was at. Well, baby, she done popped out, and she ain't quiet, and she got stuff to say. Basically, homegirl said that she was just in foster care when Sean Combs, the junior, and that's why I think he gonna have something to do with the case, and I think they're gonna investigate him, and I think maybe he might get in a little trouble too. But that's neither here nor there. She said that he had told her, you know, come to my daddy's house with me and you'll be straight, you'll be well taken care of. And she was like, okay, cool. You know, she in foster care, she just wanted to be loved, and she's tired of living from pillow to post and being treated bad. Y'all, she said that Diddy told her to call him Daddy Combs, because if he called anything other than that, she'll have to go into the other room with him, whatever that's supposed to mean. One event she talked about, she said it was two men on her, and she just knew that the other men that she was cool with, that knew this was wrong, would stop the situation. So she looked at one man, made eye contact with him, and was like, you know, looking at him, make this stop. She said that man put his head down, went on his phone. She couldn't believe it because he had just had a little girl and got married. So she just knew that he knew this was wrong and he was going to help her, but he didn't. She made eye contact with, I think she said, Kanye West's cousin, and was like, he'll make it stop. Cool. He know me. He turned around. They had their way with her. I seriously think they could involve Diddy's son in this. I know a lot of people is going to get exposed, but I think he's going to be one of them. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Diddy, them kids, knew what he had going on? Maybe not the girls, but the boys. Let's talk about this.
he adopted this little 11-year-old girl, right? So apparently her family was struggling on the streets, and he did like a live little feed with her, like a little post. And he's like, "This is Ava. I just adopted her. I'm her foster dad now, or guardian, or whatever." Yeah. And she's like, "He's so nice. Papa Diddy Combs is so nice. He saw my family was struggling, so he took me in to help me." And just the way it was like portrayed seemed kind of, I don't know, off. Something seemed off about it, right? And people even then were like, "Oh, something's not right about this, right? Where is she? Is she still living with him? Is he still her foster guardian or whatever?"
Yeah, where is she? What happened to her?
They're getting charged with like sex trafficking. And
I know, like, where is she?
The streets just dug out some shocking new information about Diddy's adopted daughter, Ava Baroni. And unfortunately, the situation is not looking good for Ava. In 2020, Diddy made a big deal about how he was adopting Ava from off the streets, but she disappeared as soon as she came on the scene, and for a long time, nobody even thought about her. Well, considering the allegations made about Diddy and the things the feds said in their indictment documents against him, fans have every right to worry about Ava and what happened to her. So was Ava another one of Diddy's victims? Let's break this down. It's like Ava Baroni pretty much disappeared from the public eye and nobody realized what was going on. While everyone's focused on his latest scandals, nobody's asking the important question, where did she go? But it looks like the feds might have finally uncovered the truth. Nobody really thought twice about how weird it was for Diddy to randomly adopt a girl. But girl, with what we know now about him, it's enough to make your skin crawl. And we can now see Diddy for what he really is, and let me tell you, it sent alarm bells ringing in our heads.
Where's this girl now? Diddy said he adopted her, but now everybody's saying this was a skit. Here's the backstory.
I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them
story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. Please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
And it's Ava Baroni Combs.
So as you can see, they were really close. And here's another picture at an event they were attending. But then things started to change. This is a more recent picture. She's by herself, solo, family, nowhere to be found. And again, another recent picture, solo, all by herself. No adopted family to be found anywhere. And here's a more recent picture that Diddy posted of his family and his 7 kids. Ava, once again, nowhere to be found. But Ava did post this, are we still best friends? So I guess they were friends and not her adopted family. Then she posted a video of her saying, duh. So I guess it was a skit and they were just best friends. But why would Diddy make up the whole entire story? Seems weird. Doesn't make any sense to me.
I've seen Diddy have to hire extra security, almost the military, to stop people from wanting to scale the wall to get in his house because on the other side of that wall is Beyonce, Jay-Z, and every big star you want to know.
So it looks like Jason Lee might have just endangered his own life after he revealed the names of the celebrities he personally saw freaking off with that Johnson & Johnson in the underground chambers of Diddy's house. Before I mention these names, I'm gonna need y'all to buckle up, cause some of y'all faves are in this list too, and they probably gonna be called in by the feds for questioning any day now. He name-dropped Beyonce, Jay-Z, Tiana Taylor, Jordan Woods, Travis Scott. Child, the list goes on.
I had a friend who told me years ago, he goes, one time I was chilling and I got a call that Puff wanted me to come over. I pulled up and he wanted me to like play with Cassie's seeing this, this. And he would sit there and film it and he was playing with himself. And in my mind, you know what I said? You're a clout chasing, lying, manipulative. Oh my God, I can't trust. I literally stopped hanging out with him. But at the time when he said it, I really thought he was just crazy being a clout chaser. That's his thing. And then full circle, I had to call him. I went back to New York for something. I pulled up on him and I said, I'm sorry. I don't work for Diddy. I took my show off the network before all this happened. I'm not loyal to Diddy. We're not friends by any measure, but I respect him and what he's done. If he's done something guilty and he's found guilty in court, then he should be held accountable like everybody else. But this new world of let me put everything I want to say but can't say online without getting a defamation suit and a lawsuit.
Jason was very close to Diddy before all of this mess came out, and he was even working with Diddy on Revolt TV. So he's been around Diddy's house a lot and got to see these freak-off parties happen in real time. Word on the street is he also got diddled a couple of times, and that's the reason he's spilling all this tea, because he's trying to take the attention off of himself and convince people he's one of the good guys.
And this is the part that for as long as I live, I will never fucking forget. It isn't actually the aspect of being sexually assaulted. That's not what haunts me. It's this. It's as these 2 grown men were pawing at me, trying to take my clothes off, I look over to this man and asking for help, and I literally mouth the word help. And we lock eyes. And he looks away. I'm like, okay, there's 2 more men in the room. And I look to his engineer next, who's sitting right next to him. And I know that he's married and he just had a little baby girl. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna do something. And I look at him next and I'm like, okay, like, do something, say something, do anything. And he looks down at his phone and starts texting. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I look at Kanye's cousin next. And I'm like, do something, like fucking do something. And he spins his chair around. And that's when that like gut-wrenching fear set in. And I was like, oh shit, no one's fucking saving me tonight. no one's going to do anything.
What's up with the adrenochrome witch?
Okay, so Isaac Weishaupt is a occult symbolism expert.
He's been on the show because I've read your guys' article. Yep.
So he was like, you need to look into this. He told me that he stumbled upon this woman a few years ago, but he kind of wrote her off as just an unhinged Amazon writer. Okay. Because she published a book that she had something for sale on her website called The Adrenochrome Rich, and it was a script she was selling for $1,500. And then she also had some publications called, actually I can pull them up, Diddy Ciroc Night. It was like Diddy Warbucks. So she has all these books on her website that you can buy. Some of her other books include Diddy Warbucks House, Meek Mills and Luxury Hotels, Chrissy Teigen Teaches Your Child to Cook. And on her Audible page, she claims that she was a PR expert for this Chrissy Teigen character that we know.
Who
That's a whole other topic.
Allegedly.
So the book that caught his eye was first the script, The Adrenochrome Witch. And in that collection, it basically outlined disturbing tales about a music industry and a trafficking ring that was going on in Hollywood. This woman that wrote the book goes by the name Candy Michelle Johnson, and she claims that she once worked for Sean Diddy Combs and Chrissy Teigen. So among this collection of books was this other book called Ciroc Nights, Diddy After Hours. And in this followed was a caption. I'll read it here. This is an unedited hip-hop script I wrote for CEO of Bad Boy Records, Sean Diddy Combs. He took me on as an apprentice writer September 2016. I enjoy working as a copywriter too. Marketing Ciroc vodka. This summer, start making homemade pure vanilla extract with vanilla. It kind of goes into this weird commercial, like Unhinged. Take a large mason jar, place pure vanilla pods from Sprouts or Whole Foods inside. Fill the brim with French vanilla Ciroc. Let marinate for at least 6 months. The longer the better. You will have a good quality vanilla extract comparable to Watkins, which I love. So he was like, all right, this woman is a little bit unhinged. But then, upon further investigation, which Isaac didn't even realize, apparently in 2020, a book titled The Adrenochrome Witch surfaced on Barnes & Noble website. It was only 7 pages long, and it said it was written by Sean Diddy Combs. It was priced at $100, and all these people started buying it. And then, of course, the book was pulled. Whoa. Later on, all these podcasters were speculating who wrote it, and the book itself was about eternal life, Hollywood, and how people sell their soul, and how they will do anything to stay young, and how people come to Hollywood with innocent intentions, but get exposed to these corrupt industry demonic leaders that basically will traumatize them for life. So it's only 7 pages, and that's what it's about. Whoa. So eventually this woman, Candy Johnson, admitted that that was her that wrote that. So she essentially was framing Diddy. But it gets weird. So if you go to her website, she has probably like 100 books for sale that range from $5, that's a book about bed bugs, all the way up until $500,000, where it's about like a sex trafficking ring. She has books about why Justin Bieber disassociated from Hollywood. But here's the weird part. She posted on her, I found her Instagram, which has like no followers, and it's called Revolt Hollywood, which I'm guessing was a spin of Revolt TV, Diddy's network.
For sure.
And on her Instagram, it's one of those weird Instagrams, like weird, terrible lit photos. It seems like an unhinged person, but when you actually look, she's the real Diddy whistleblower in this whole thing. So in 2018, if you go to her timeline and you scroll all the way back, all it is photos of Johnson & Johnson's baby lotion next to teddy bears.
No way.
So picture me on Adderall at 3 a.m. discovering this. I got chills.
You're like Charlie Day meme with the wires behind you, the connecting all the dots.
Like I was the guy with the whiteboard.
Yeah.
So one of the captions says, Johnson's baby lotion is our favorite.
Wow.
Why would she write that? This is years before. We're just hearing about the baby oil now, which, by the way, I think could be a distraction from the sinister stuff actually happening. To make it even weirder, the very last photo this woman posted on her timeline is this dark, shirtless selfie of some guy in his Hollywood apartment who she claims was Diddy's lover at Howard University. Also Diddy and Kamala Harris's alma mater. She claims this guy was Diddy's lover, and then says, I just have to read it because this caption was pretty insane. This man is Travis McKinley, who is Diddy's lover at Howard University. Get your tickets to attend Revolt's conference in Hollywood. This is A-list rappers who made it in the industry because they are all bisexual. Diddy was Clive Davis's lover for many years. As most hip-hop artists in Hollywood are gay, that is a secret to making millions. Let me save you some time.
Wow.
So she talked about the Diddy Clive Davis rumor 5 years before Suge Knight made that rumor known on his prison podcast in May 24.
That's right.
Who is it? Then she accuses the same guy of having a sex trafficking ring run out of his apartment, and it was like nearby Laurel Canyon.
Right.
And it's, if you, I didn't want to, I actually redacted a lot of the stuff that she posted because she talks about how they put her up at gunpoint, threatened her, all this stuff. Who is this person and why does she know all this? This one's creepy. There's one called Halloween Party 2020, and it's a picture of Diddy when he was in that the clown costume, and it says, Happy Halloween 2020. Be careful when you're home alone taking your luxurious bubble bath. You think you're alone, but you're really not. Outside lurking is a frustrated clown. As you get out of the bathtub, you take your favorite body oil back to your bedroom to give your skin much needed moisture. Just when you thought you would slip on covers, nude in your silk sheets, you're suddenly alarmed because the clown has been watching you from your walk-in closet. It happens so fast, it creeps up on you and slides under the covers with you. You pass out.
Oh, wow. There you go.
We're hearing all of these same accusations in the lawsuits.
I wonder, like...
This was in 2020, this was published.
Everybody, my baby bro, we here. Tomorrow it's time. It's time. What you gonna do to that thing, man? Yeah, they better tune in. They better tune in. Let's go. Everybody,
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need